Hi, and welcome back to Beekeeping Basics with Danny. So today we're going to go into the hive. I wanted to stretch out to 7 days, but again the weather's crap, so I'm taking the opportunity to go in there on the 6th day. We're fluctuating on 15 degrees and it's around about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Sun is out, but no threat of rain at the moment. We've had all that this morning, so the sun is out. Bees are very active, and if you can remember from my last video, we introduced the broad box. So I've got some sugar syrup made up around the corner, so that's ready to go, rather than putting that in, you know, another date. So whether it's empty, whether it's full, whether it's 3/4, whether it's half, it's going in today. So I'm going to open this hive up once and once only, and then we're going to leave it again for 7 days. So preparation, we've got the smoker on the go. Don't often need that, but that's ready. And I've got a few little bits that I want to do today. Smoker's smoking me out. I just want to hook that on there. I want to open this one up, because what I want to do is, now that I've got this brood box on there, again, if the queen is on that brood box, then what I need to do is keep her in the brood box. She may well be in the lower brood box, but if she's in that one, then I need to keep it in that one. So what I'm going to do is take the lid off of this, and then we can what I'm going to do is sit the queen excluder from that hive into this hive, and then all I can basically do is sit that brood box onto there and keep it all contained as one. So I'll bring the camera over, then we can get a better eyesight of what's actually going on within this hive. Okay, so we'll leave the lid off. Do have a few ants, but I think that's expected when you've got sugar syrup in there. You know, I'm not infested with them, so I'm not overly going to worry at this point. There's a few tips and tricks that you can do if it gets infested. We'll worry about that if that ever happens. Just check on the... Yeah, so as you can see, we've got through that sugar syrup. So we'll be filling that up. And what I can do with this is move this. Oh, no, I can't. I thought I was expecting that all to be attached as one. So what we'd do is move this sugar syrup off of here, so we can get the crown board off. Lots of bees at the top there. This is a good sight. And what we'd do is we'd get a bit of smoke in the entrance, let them know that we're coming in. Slightly across the top. Just letting them know that we're coming in. I'm guessing that this is going to be Oh no, it's not stuck this time. So again today I'm not really gonna mess around too much. We get in, we get out. But that looks busy, which is a good sign. So what I'm going to do is, like I said, I'm going to take this straight off and I'm going to place it onto that queen excluder there. Oh, I'm not so sure what happened there. That was the lid falling over. So what we'll do first is we'll check this bottom. As we've got the camera set up here on this, we will check this bottom frames first. Get this camera set up so you can see it better. And again, I'm going to start from this side this time, out. So I'll push this frame over. Nice and easy. And again, building up the comb there really nicely on this last out, or not the last, but it's a good sign. It's what we want to see. As you can see, all round, building it out, and they're working on that really nicely. And again, as we've got nothing on this outer one, which generally we expect, we're going to place that one down there, give ourselves some room, and we're going to place this one back. Remember guys, this is my 4th time in this hive, so this is my journey. We started it from when we put the nukes in here. So I hope you're following and watching and progressing to see how this all goes. So, lots of cap brood on there, lovely. Look, a little bit of capped honey there, look. No sign of the queen on this. And again, what we're looking for is making sure there's no queen cells or anything like that. Not going to bother these too much. No queen, and it's looking very interesting, just how we want it to look. Be there with pollen on his little leg. Lots of cap brood, pollen in there, we'll say some honey there. Yeah, it's looking nice. So we'll put that back in there. Put that back up to each other. Got ourselves a bit of room. So I've got my tool to hand in my arm, but I don't actually need to be using that right now. Nothing's too sticky. So again, bring it out and a good look over it. See if we can see the queen. Starting to get a lot more active now, these hives. And again, looking really good. And there's no signs of drone cells there, no signs of any queen cells or swarming or anything like that, which is good sight this time of year. And you know, with the society I'm in, I'm supposed to be going to different beehives, helping them out, and they keep putting it off. Like today, I was supposed to go at 3 o'clock today, and they've put it off again. I mean, 3 o'clock this afternoon, 15 degrees, sun is out, rain's passed this morning. Why would you put it off? You know, I don't understand. And they're already saying, oh, you know, we're going to be in for a lot of swarming. Well, sorry, there's no time for excuses. If you can find the time to get in them. I mean, I'm getting in mine now because it's 3rd of May, and there is forecast rain for Sunday and Monday, and I'm out all day tomorrow, so I can't come in this hive tomorrow, unfortunately. Now there, we have a lot of action on this one. Now we do have their drone cell. It's opened up. We can see the drone, obviously it's white larvae or whatever it is. And looking on that, there's no sign of any beetle. No, the red spot on it or anything like that. Lots of drone brood on this one. Brood, sorry. Lots of it. All round the top. Lots of it on the bottom. Big cluster of it on the bottom there, look. Big cluster. Drone brood. Comments would be good on this. Do I cut that off next time I go onto here? Do I leave it? Well, I've got a feeling maybe just take the bottom of that off. No sign of the queen on this one. I mean, obviously we want this drone brood. You know, it is mating season, obviously. So, you know, it's a good sign. Really going to take a little bit of time checking this one out because, you know, there's so much activity going on. I just want to make sure they're not developing any kind of swarm cell on here. You know, I am a beginner, and you know, I want to get this right, so I'm really gentle blow, move them away. Just want to check everything is how I want it to be. I mean, you'd like to think there would be no threat of queen cells because I have introduced a whole lot of room for them. So I'm happy with the fact that yes, there's quite a bit of drone cells on there, but everything looks as it needs to be. So let's get that one back in there. Getting very weighty now. Again, I don't want to take too much time. Nice and gently. You can see lots of eggs in there. which is really good. So we know she's laying. Well, I say eggs, more larvae. Pollen, any of that. A couple of drone cells again. Bit of cat brood in the middle there. No queen again, but you know, there's nothing saying she's not in that top box over there. So downside of obviously introducing the brood box, another brood box to this, is I'm now entertaining 22 frames to look at as opposed to the standard 11. So lots of cat brood on this one. No sign of the queen. Nothing untoward, so I'm not going to hang around with this. Checking for the queen on this one. No queen on this one. Certainly no queen cells. A couple of drone cells there. But again, everything seems to be as it needs to be, so we'll put this one back. That needs to go. And also thank you guys for the comments. I've had a few comments just lately. I know I'm getting the brood broad in the cone and comb wrong. You know, that's just me, expectedly. That's just the way I am. But all your comments are much appreciated. And obviously, you know, this is my journey and I'm going to try and do the things. You know, one thing I always learnt, or taught, or whatever you call it, is that if you ask a question to a beekeeper, beekeepers, you'll get 10 different answers. So what is right and what is wrong? You know, so I'm going to take on board what, you know, the comments I get, and it's much appreciated. And I will do what I feel is right at the time. A few of you may think I'm doing it wrong, and by all means give me a shout, let me know in the comments, throw a like, and if you're new to it like I am and you're enjoying the journey, keep watching guys, because you know, we've got a long road ahead of us yet. No queen on any of this, but they're looking good. It's everything that we need to see right now. Like I say, I'm not going to hang around too much. I've got a lot to go through with that other box. We still have 2 outside empty. You know, we all know that they're not really going to entertain yet the outside, or they don't entertain the outsides half as much as they do the centres. May have introduced this a little bit premature, but I wanted to be safe than sorry. They're my bees and they're building this up lovely now, this cone. We're all working hard on that, and there's no sign of the queen yet. So is she in this top box? She must be. So the beauty of doing what I'm doing, with how I've done it, is now that we've searched this, we know that she wouldn't have fallen through because she's on a queen excluder there. So she's kind of trapped in that box. And what we'll do is we'll put that box back onto this box, and we'll check them frames, and hopefully we see the queen, because She certainly isn't in this one. So that's good. This is quite weighty. This is actually quite heavy. So we'll put that back on how it originally was. And now we'll have a little scout through this one. Actually, I've got that round the wrong way. So we did have it this way. And obviously, we know we're certainly not going to have anything in the outer frames. This has only been in here a week, guys, so we'll pull that away. Oh, it's certainly on this. This is, you know, this is. Let me bring the camera around. Let's try and get a better view on this for you. So, we only introduced this a week ago, and they're building that up lovely. Already they're building that up very nice. Really pleased with that. No sign of the queen on that. So we'll put that in there. Not hang around too much. And again, I'll pull this out. And look how much they brought that comb out. Really have worked hard on this in the past week. Both sides looking fantastic. Really is. And again on this one, look, really have brought this comb out. Comb. And there's the queen in her glory on the top. Look, top box doing what she needs to do. See her there. So we'll get that back in there again. They're building it up lovely. Now I didn't expect to see that they would have worked this quick on these. I really didn't. And it goes to show. Look, they've brought these out lovely. And it goes to show. And they're all doing what they need to do. Lovely, calm. Really brought that comb out. I must say, I'm not going to mess around with them too much. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have the 4 middle frames really worked on nicely. Really pleased with that. We'll put them all back to where they was. We spotted the queen. We have quite a few drone cells. Because I noticed a big cluster on the bottom there. Comments on whether I should take that off, leave it on, please. I know a few of you guys are watching. Oh, I've got this bloody broad frame. The top of it keeps coming off. It's really annoying. And the annoyingest thing is I ordered some new frames, and what did they send me out? Some supers and not the broads. Never mind, such is your life. It's a good job I wasn't waiting on them and needed them ASAP. That's why you should always be prepared, have more than you actually need for times. What I'm going to do is have this bit of... I'm just going to clean that off of there. It doesn't need to be on there. Take that away. Just so when it goes back on, it's... So not messing around too much. Don't want to leave this off because obviously, as I've been told and as we all know, letting out the heat, putting them back with doing this, obviously we don't want to put them back too much. And fill this up. Got this all made up round the corner, so doing it all in one go as opposed to coming back to it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out that access. So that's old stuff in there. A few dead bees in there. The sock definitely helps. So go around the corner, bring in the which should be cooled down now, the sugar syrup, 1:1 sugar syrup, and I do introduce Hive Alive with this. It's my preferences on it. It's what I want to do. So in we go. I've put a litre in there. Should have gone for a bit more, but I didn't know where we was going to be at with it. Last time I checked, we had quite a bit in there. So I was quite surprised to see all that gone. Okay, so back out into the hive, unfortunately. I've only been a short while, but I've just had a word with my mentor and I questioned about what I thought the queen he said yes, it's a play queen cup to rip it down. So I do believe it was on this. I didn't really want to do this, but again people, this is the learning curve, and I want to get things right. So I do believe it was this one, and if I can remember rightly, it was around, sure it was on this one. Blow these off. Just finding it now. That there. Not sure if you can see it, but that there we need to remove. So, slightly awkward. Some doing things else about the face. What we're going to do, aggravating the bees slightly now, as you can see. This, and it was charged, so as you can see, we're going to remove that off of there. We'll check that forwards. Sure as damn it. Just give this a thorough check. Move them away from there. It seems since I've removed that, they know what I've done. Right. So it's a play cup, apparently some kind of queen cup, but we will same with that there. I'm going to remove that one there. I'm not happy with that one. Move up. It's that time of year when they want to do this kind of thing. Remember this. Just double check before I place this back in. Again, looks like one there. It is empty, but it is the start of a queen cell. We'll also remove that. I think I'll go with that. I'll place that back in. Go with that. Let's put this back together. Try not to squash any bees. Get the lid back on as soon as possible. I was quite surprised to see all that gone, so that's all filled up. We're put all this back together. Don't need the crown ball. The crown ball goes with that one. Like I said, just reiterate what I did do is the crown board that I will be at some point using for this, I placed on top of this hive. I took the brood box off, straight onto there, and this is why I've done it, because that queen was actually in there, so I didn't know whether the queen was going to be in this top or whether she was going to be in this bottom. So straight off of that top one, straight onto there with the queen excluder onto there. And probably thinking about it now, what I should have done, I had a spare crown board, I should have then just put the crown board again on top and just kept them all contained. Note to self, I will do that next time. When I put that on there, I'll put that on as well. Yes, I have the open holes, but it'll just keep me that little bit more contained, rather than just leaving the top open like I did. You know, it's it's a learning curve for me. As long as you pick up on stuff that you do wrong, then it all helps, doesn't it? So I'll definitely do that next time. And certainly with the queen excluder on there, like I had it, it just gives you that reassurance that when you put that on there, the queen is trapped in that box still. And it goes to show, because she was in that top box and I didn't expect her to be up there one little bit. I really didn't. So we'll get the lid on that, like so. And there we have it. So a successful opening up. There's no threat of any swarming going on. I've come in here a day early because I've got to take the opportunities, guys. I have to do it. Unfortunately, you know, I know a few of you say leave them alone, let them be, they'll be okay, but this is my journey and I'm going to do it how I want to do it. And at the moment I'm keeping a good eye. I'm not going to come back in here now until next weekend. And one of the reasons is we've had so much rain. We really have. It's ridiculous. The temperatures have crept up a little bit, which is good. I will show you in a minute. I bought a thermometer, it's hanging there. So we're fluctuating on the 15 degrees, which is spectacular. It's about 4:30 now in the afternoon. And the sun was shining, so there was no more threat of any rain. I'm out all day tomorrow, and Monday and bank holiday Monday isn't looking very good right now. So I mean, it changes from day to day, so I'm getting it out of the way now. Peace of mind. Sugar syrup needed filling anyway, so we've done that. So yeah, we're pretty much there, guys. Really happy with what I've seen today. And I'll just give you a quick show of. So I'm using my phone with this camera. It's a bit awkward when I'm using the two, but I'm going to show you. I hope you can see that. And we're on 16 degrees, look. I've introduced that. We're on 16 degrees. I've obviously been tampering with it, so the bees are not going to be flying around like in and out of it like they was, because obviously I've been in there. But what we do is we put the crown board back where it belongs, start packing up. And please, again, press the share button. Free to subscribe if you want to watch my journey, and you want to watch this hive build. Later in the year we're looking to get into this one. We're going to do some nukes and so forth. This is my first time at it. I've had a few comments, people picking up, you know, what I've said with the comb and the brood and so forth, but never mind. I know a few people say about leaving them, let them be, don't interfere too much, but it's, you know, I appreciate all them comments and I'll take them on board. And obviously I'm with a club, and you know, I'm learning off of them as well, so I'll put it all together and I'll make it mine, and I'll make them decisions of how I want to do it and when I want to do it, whether it be right, whether it be wrong. And that's all part and parcel of being a beekeeper. You know, you will get one question and you will get 10 answers. So we'll leave it there, guys. And I've checked the Asian hornet trap, and throughout the last week we've had nothing in there, which is good. You know, it'd be good if I caught one queen. I'm going to change the red over to the orange. But yeah, we've not caught no Asian hornet. Actually, I've had nothing in there, nothing at all. So that's all good and well. I want to trap a bumblebee or anything like that. So I'm going to change it from the red to the orange. Red being catching a queen, to the orange. It's that time of year. So that's about it, guys. Until next week, ciao for now.